of international students don't do this, but I went on that website and there were so many jobs. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your favorite girl Abiola, and today I'm going to be talking about the top 10 best paid jobs in the UK for international students. Jobs that I'm going to be talking about today are student jobs. They are not necessarily graduate roles or jobs that will give you sponsorship. These are just for students coming in into the UK and looking for jobs to do right now. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Guys, so for our number 10, we have sales. Sales is one particular area that a lot of international students like to go into because it's quite flexible and you can just dictate your hours, whether you want long hours, short hours, the kind of shifts you want, basically. And typically for international students, especially postgraduate students, it pays around £872 per hour, and it could literally be sales in in the big grocery stores like Tesco. It could be B&M, it could be Primark. There are so many opportunities for sales in the UK actually, because there are so many stores, supermarkets, boutiques. It's one sector that they need students a lot, and a lot of international students can easily get into. So yeah, that's our number 10. Number 9, we have administrative roles. And these roles typically pay between £9 and £10 per hour. And it's also another area that if you're new to the UK, you should definitely look into getting into. For administrative roles, you have to be good with your Microsoft Office tools like Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and all. You should definitely try. I've met a lot of international students who find it easy to get those jobs because they are very good in those areas. But if you're not good in those areas, it's never too late. It's never too late to start practicing or get someone to tutor you or even learn on your own. There's so many YouTube videos on how you can get better using Microsoft Word or using Microsoft Office and the tools, like all the apps under it. I actually applied for an admin role and I got to like the second stage of the interview, and we had to do like an online test of typing, how fast you can type per minute. And guys, I'm ashamed to say it, but I didn't even make it. But it wasn't even totally my fault because that day I was using a phone. I wasn't prepared for the test. Basically, I was out, and then they just sent the link for the test that, oh, you have to take this test within this so minutes. And then I didn't have a laptop with me. I just had my phone. I was like, wow, yeah, I'm pretty fast while tapping with phone, so let me just try. But that was a big mistake because with phone it wasn't just working. I couldn't see a lot of areas in the test. I'm not even trying to make an excuse, but the thing is, I failed and I did not make it to the next stage because of how fast I could type per minute. I've forgotten how many words they said we should type for per minute, but it was a lot. And I'm pretty sure if I had passed that test, I would have had a pretty good chance of getting that job. So it is very important to get your Microsoft Office skills up, and especially Excel. People like go in foreign countries. That's like one area. If you plan to work in an office, you cannot not have knowledge of Excel. Like, that's another tip I'm giving you that shouldn't even be in this video. You cannot not have Excel knowledge. So yeah, get it right. Get your Excel knowledge. All right, let's go on to our number 8, guys. Number 8 is social work, and I know a lot of people have been expecting this, and probably a lot of people are not even expecting this to be number 8. They're expecting it to be like number 1 or number 2, because a lot of international students do support work, healthcare assistant, that area. But for this video, I've decided to make it number 8 because of my research. Social care can pay as low as 872, and it can pay as high as £12.50 if you're lucky. Usually, it's more difficult for international students to get healthcare assistant roles just straight off the bat immediately they get into the UK, because those roles are more technical. So they would literally ask you to have UK experience. I applied for an healthcare assistant role and did the interview, and I was like, oh, you're brilliant, you're smart, everything is good. But looking through your CV, do you have any UK experience? And I was like, no. And they were like, oh yeah, you know what? How about you go get like 3 months of UK experience? It could be in a support work role, and then when you get that 3 months, then come back and then we can hire you. I was like, why did you just waste my time? But literally, that's usually what happens with healthcare assistant roles. They don't give it to you without you some sort of UK experience. But with support work roles, they are very easy to get, because they are like homes everywhere. All the support homes everywhere. There are so many elderly people that need special care everywhere, and it's just a booming industry in the UK. So when you come in and you just want to start making money quickly, that's it. Social work is our number 8. Let's go on to number 7. The transport and logistics sector. A lot of people think that support work is what international students do the most, but personally, I think a lot of international students are in that sector also, transport and logistics, like working for Amazon, working for Royal Mail, working for DX delivery. Like, there's so many international students in that sector. From what I've seen, I've had a few people around me, a few students around me, that they've done parcel sorting, they've done picking jobs and the likes in that sector, and they get paid like £10 upwards. So yeah, I would just put it at £950 per hour for most of the jobs in this sector. So you should definitely, I mean, of course, this would vary from area to area. Also, there are so many warehouse roles, like too many to even count. Every day, there are like hundreds of warehouse roles being uploaded, like warehouse manager, warehouse assistant, warehouse loader, picker, just so many in this transport and logistics sector, like so many areas and so many jobs. You should definitely look into it. That's all I can say. Another sector where international students get jobs a lot is the health and medicine sector. Oh my goodness. When I was still job hunting, guys, I went online and I went on the NHS website, and guys, I'm not even kidding. A lot of international students don't do this, but I went on that website and there were so many jobs. I went through their vacancies and there were so many jobs available, just so many part-time jobs for people. So definitely, if you're in that sector, you should definitely be looking at going on the NHS website and checking for a role that you can do, because it will even give you UK experience, and that's very important in the scheme of things also. I mean, money is important, but experience is also as important. I mean, yeah. So definitely you should check out this area if you're in that field. So for our number 5, guys, number 5, we have customer service. Things that COVID has changed is that you can literally, for most customer service roles now, you can literally work from home. Most of them are work from home, like you just do web chat, you chat with customers online, or they give you computers and the necessary phone call stuff to handle customer inquiries, complaints and everything. It's a very sweet job to have now, because most of those roles are now work from home. Like, you don't have to leave the comfort of your home. And there are so many jobs available in that sector. I actually got one. That was before the lockdown and everything. They asked me if I could come to Manchester. I was like, no, Manchester, too far. Just too far. But there are so many of those jobs willing to hire international students. So it pays quite well. I think you can get anything from £9 to £12. If you are lucky, if you are like extremely lucky, maybe you could get £13. Who knows? Alright, guys, let's go on to our number 4. This one I'm very excited about it because it is my sector. It's the area that I work in, and that is the education sector. Alright, guys, so for education guys, this is a very lovely area that a lot of national students don't cast their net to fishing. And I don't know why, but it pays quite well. I mean, it pays from £9 to £14. I've seen an international student that earns £14. Make sure you should be searching for tutor roles in special needs, teaching assistants, And even in your university you might be lucky to get a graduate assistant role or whatever. But there are so many jobs, especially for tutors, so many jobs. And even in the sciences, oh my goodness, every day I go online, I always see they are looking for a mathematics tutor, a biology tutor, a chemistry tutor. I mean, people in that field, if you're in the sciences, don't miss out, don't miss out. And it's also good experience for your CV. If that's your field already, it's a good experience for your CV. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Marketing pays quite well, but it's not just as common as all the other jobs that I've been mentioning, but it pays quite well. And guys, God, I have stories to tell. Probably I should do more casual videos where we just talk and gist and everything. But I have so many stories to tell about job hunting and interviews and everything in the UK. God, I've applied for jobs in this UK. I've applied for so many. Like, guys, you will check my emails, man. So many jobs, so many. I can't even count. I went for an interview right before lockdown, and I made it to like the last stage of that interview. That was the last stage. We did day 1, day 2, day 3. And I made it to day 3, like the last day of the interview, and it was a marketing role. There were so many of us, and I went for the last day of the interview. Everything was going well, and that was the day, that evening they announced lockdown, and company also closed down during that period. So I lost that role properly. I want to believe that it's because of the lockdown that happened back in March. I want to believe that, not that I didn't make it or I didn't pass the last stage of the interview, because things were really looking good. I vibed with the interviewers, everything was really looking good. I think I would have gotten that job. But anyway, not to talk too much, marketing roles, now that the country is opening up again, if you're coming in, also try and search for marketing roles. They pay quite well. They pay as much as 12, 13, 14 pounds if you're lucky. So yeah, marketing roles, not popular, but they pay quite well, and it's a sector that you as an international student should definitely look into. And number 2 is accounting. If you're an accountant, or you know mathematics, or you know your background is just calculation and everything, what are you doing? Why are you not looking for accounting roles? The accounting sector has quite a lot of part-time jobs for international students. I've seen international students that help people calculate their taxes in accounting firms and just do similar jobs. I don't know a lot about accounting, because if you know me, I'm poor at maths. I'm quite poor at maths. I don't like numbers. That's why I went to art. I don't like numbers. I'm a words person. But this is a sector that if you are good with numbers, you should definitely not dull yourself. Check into it, look into it. Don't let anybody tell you that, oh, it's impossible. There's nothing that is impossible. Okay, look into that sector. And the good thing about this particular sector is that it could also open the door to a graduate role. You never know. So that's our number 2. And our number 1 is construction. Construction, the construction sector. I mean, a lot of you are surprised right now that, really? Why is this your number 1? Why is this your number 1? A lot of people don't know how many job opportunities are in the construction sector. So, guys, there are so many jobs in the construction sector. So many jobs, roofing, painting, building, like so many part-time jobs there. Yeah, it might be quite stressful, and it could be for guys majorly, but if you're a female and you're up to it, why not? And it's not even just like the stressful or physical jobs there are some office roles in the construction sectors, for instance, like document controller, for example. If you as a female can do that, so you should definitely just, when you are searching, try and look at jobs in construction, because they pay quite well and there are so many jobs available for international students. And that's it, that's our number 1. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my YouTube video. I love you guys so much. Ramadan Mubarak to all my Muslim sisters and brothers. May Allah accept our fast and our prayers as an act of ibadah. See you guys same time, same place next week. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please, I'm begging. It will literally cost you nothing. Okay, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love you guys so much. like, subscribe, share with your friends, your family, your enemies, your haters. You know, just share this video. Let somebody benefit from it. Bless somebody with this video. Okay? Thank you guys. I love you.